The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A nice little juke. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Darnold. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run on first down with Singletary.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
That is caught.
And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Darnold.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Darnold.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice,
33 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Chris Jones, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And my goodness, another interception.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Back to throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To the air again, Darnold. It's complete to Robinson. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Darnold now to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Oh, this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This is caught by Robinson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.